Welcome back to Star Watch Now, the place where we look beyond the glamour to find the real stories that define our generation. Today, we are not talking about box office numbers, red carpet fashion, or the latest rumor from the recording studio. We are talking about something far more raw, far more dangerous, and infinitely more inspiring. Imagine stripping away the makeup, the scripts, the security teams, and the safety nets. Imagine standing at the base of a rock face that rises nearly 1,000 meters into the sky, knowing that the only thing between you and the abyss is your own fingertips and mental fortitude. On January the 10th, Wang Yibo did exactly that. He didn't just film a documentary, he shattered the perception of what a celebrity is capable of. He took on El Capitan in Yosemite, the spiritual home of rock climbing, a place that demands absolute respect and punishes the slightest hesitation. This wasn't a performance. This was survival. Join us as we unpack the final episode of Exploring New Frontiers 2, a journey that pushed a superstar to his breaking point and proved that the greatest drama doesn't happen on a set, but on the edge of the world. To truly understand the magnitude of this achievement, we have to look at the context. El Capitan is not just a mountain. In the climbing community, it is revered as the center of the universe. It is a vertical realm of granite that has humbled the best athletes in history. For a professional actor and performer like Wang Yibo to attempt this, specifically the challenge of lead climbing, suggests a level of dedication that goes far beyond creating content for views. Lead climbing is a high-stakes game, where the climber ascends first, clipping the rope into protection points as they go. If they fall, they drop twice the distance to their last piece of gear. It is terrifying, exhausting, and mentally draining. This documentary, guided by the legendary Jimmy Chin, the visionary director behind the Oscar-winning film Free Solo, stripped away the idol persona to reveal the human being underneath. Jimmy Chin does not put his name on projects that lack authenticity, and his presence alone signals that this was a serious, world-class expedition. What captivated audiences wasn't just the physical feat, but the vulnerability on display. We are used to seeing Wang Yibo perfectly styled, hitting every dance move with precision. But on that wall, we saw him devoid of filters. We saw a young man dealing with the gritty reality of outdoor life. There were moments of genuine humor that endeared him to millions, like his candid complaints about muscle cramps in the most undignified places, or his polite apologies to ants that he accidentally disturbed. These unscripted interactions with nature, including a surprise nighttime visit from a squirrel, painted a picture of someone who was completely present in the moment. It broke down the wall between the star and the fan, showing us that when you are hanging off a cliff, status means nothing. Gravity treats everyone the same. However, the journey was not without its darker, more intense moments. The narrative took a sharp turn into serious territory when an accident occurred, not to Yibo, but to his instructor, Jin Guowei. A falling object struck the instructor's hand, causing immense pain, and a moment of panic that rippled through the team. This incident served as a stark reality check. If an expert with years of experience could be injured so easily, the danger for a relative novice like Wang Yibo was palpable. It shifted the tone from an adventurous challenge to a test of sheer will. The viewers could feel the tension. The heat was beating down, water supplies were dwindling, and physical exhaustion was setting in. Yet, it was in this crucible of pressure that true character was revealed. Instead of retreating, Yibo stepped up. He volunteered to lead the next section, pushing through his limits when it would have been acceptable to back down. This is the aspect of the story that resonates so deeply. It is about resilience when the odds are stacked against you. The documentary also highlighted a profound psychological transformation. Wang Yibo spoke about his philosophy of rhythm, adopting the mantra that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. In a world that demands instant gratification and constant speed, especially in the entertainment industry, this approach is revolutionary. Rock climbing forces you to slow down, to be deliberate, and to trust the process. It is a meditation in motion. The footage captured the silence of the climb, the vastness of the Yosemite Valley, and the insignificance of human worries against the scale of nature. It wasn't just about reaching the top. It was about finding a version of oneself that can only exist in those extreme conditions. The emotional climax, when they finally summited, was not just a celebration of athleticism, but a release of days of accumulated stress and fear. As the song "I Am Here" played over the scene, it became a tearjerker for millions, symbolizing not just a physical ascent, but a spiritual one. The impact of this journey has rippled far beyond the screen. It has sparked a cultural phenomenon. Climbing gyms across the country have reported a massive surge in visitors, and enrollment in youth climbing classes has doubled. This is the power of positive influence. By showing that fear can be managed and that difficult things are worth doing, Wang Yibo has provided a spiritual model for combating the anxiety of modern life. He showed that happiness isn't found in comfort, but in growth. The legacy of this documentary is not in the views or the trending topics, but in the people who watched it and decided to try something new, to step out of their own comfort zones, and to face their own personal mountains. It is a reminder that we are all capable of more than we think, provided we have the courage to take that first vertical step. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today on Starwatch Now. Stories like this remind us why we love what we do. It is not just about following the lives of the famous, but about finding the universal lessons in their journeys. Wang Yibo's climb is a testament to the human spirit, a reminder that no matter how high the wall in front of you seems, with patience, rhythm, and courage, you can find a way to the top. We hope this story has sparked a little fire in you today. Maybe you won't be climbing a 500-meter rock face tomorrow, but perhaps you will tackle a challenge you have been putting off. Or simply take a moment to appreciate the view from where you are standing. If this story moved you, or if you want to keep exploring the deeper, more meaningful side of the entertainment world with us, please consider clicking that subscribe button. It is a small gesture that means the world to our team and helps us keep bringing you these narratives. We appreciate every single one of you. Stay curious, stay brave, and until next time, keep reaching for your own summit.